Liberal governments and their national project. In 1857, a new constitution was written, establishing a federal republic just as the liberals wanted. In 1858, Benito Juárez, a Zapotec Indian from Oaxaca, became president. In the same year, a civil war called the War of Reform broke out between the liberals and the conservatives. Juárez has passed a set of laws called the Reform Laws, which made all church, land, and buildings the property of the state. This cut the power and influence of the church, which was very powerful until then. The civil war lasted 3 years. Juárez, later, had to leave the country, but returned for a further 10 years as president following the execution of Emperor Maximilian. The war with the United States and 3 years of civil war left Mexico very weak. By 1861, Benito Juárez decided that Mexico was too poor to pay back its debts to Spain, England, and France. When Mexico stopped paying, England, Spain, and France's armies get to Mexico to get their payment by force. After some negotiation, Spain and England decided to leave, but France decided to stay, and impose a monarchy in Mexico. The timing was perfect, because the United States was in the middle of its civil war, and they could not help the liberals. The French troops landed in Veracruz between December 1861 and January 1862, and continued to the capital. On May 1862, the majority of the Mexican people get united against the French and defend them in Puebla. However, the liberal army was later destroyed and the French took possession of the capital. Benito Juárez has no choice but to leave the city and establish his government in the north of Mexico, a step away from the United States border. 2 years after the army invasion, Napoleon sent Archduke Maximilian of Habsburg to be Emperor of Mexico. At the end of the Civil War, the French army returned to France, leaving Emperor Maximilian alone. Maximilian could not hold out against the liberals and he surrendered in 1867 and was executed after just 3 years as emperor. Then, Benito Juárez restored the republic and governed until his death in 1872. Porfirio Díaz was one of the generals of the Liberal Army who fought against Maximilian. He was president from 1877 until 1911, appearing known as the Porfiriato, because the figure of Porfirio Díaz dominated those years. During this period, the economy grew, new railways and telephone networks were built, new banks opened, industry, mining, agriculture, and commerce get expanded. The victory of Benito Juárez and Porfirio Díaz over Maximilian and the French troops brought the restoration of the Republic. In the political order, the implementation of the Liberal Constitution of 1857 was considered. As for the social order, it was intended to bring peace by decreasing banditry and attracting foreign immigration to populate the isolated areas in the north of the territory. On the economic side, they tried to establish small holdings of lands to show using new farming techniques, attract foreign investment, develop industry, and turn Mexico into the new commercial bridge between Europe and the Far East through the free trade. Finally, on the cultural side, religious freedom was sought as long as it did not get involved with politics. Also, the idea of having compulsory and free education was established. Thanks for watching.